Hello, lovelies, and welcome back to another cash stuffing. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Lily. I am a 25-year-old zero-based cash budgeter and stuffer up in Maine. I have been doing the budget by paycheck method of cash budgeting for 4 years now, and this system has provided me with the tools to pay down debt and to purchase my home that I now live in with my boyfriend and our 3 dogs. We do all things budgeting over here, so if any of that sounds like content that may interest you, I sincerely hope that you consider hitting that subscribe button and sending some support my way. But happy Cash Stuffing Tuesday, everyone. How are we doing? How are we feeling? Goodness gracious, you guys. Full disclosure, I am filming this Monday night just so that I can pre-film and I don't have to worry about filming, editing, and uploading all on the same day. And I've kind of gotten to that routine of sort of pre-filming like a day in advance, and then I snuggle into bed before I go to bed. I snuggle in and I edit and I schedule it to upload, and then I just feel like I got done what I needed to get done. But I took a nap earlier today and it was difficult to get up, and I'm still tired from that nap. So I got up, I fed the dogs, I cooked dinner, and I just ate dinner, and now I'm filming this. I'm going to finish 2 orders that are almost done, and then I think I'm just gonna get back in bed. It's 8:20 right now, and I'm tired. I think it's also because my friend came over for the first time. Well, we worked out together for the first time in like maybe a week. I don't know why we took so much time off. It hasn't even been a week. It's been less than a week, but it just felt like forever. Anywho, I am rambling. Let's get into this. So we are here to cash stuff my 3rd full-time paycheck for the month of April. I'm going to say right now, I'm a little nervous to count these 5s because they are brand spanking new, like so beautiful, so perfect. So bear with me. But we should have $527. I think that number's wrong. I think we have 527. So 100, 50, 200, 220, 40, 60, 80, 300, 320, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400. Oh my gosh, even the 10s. For 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 500, 505, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 27. Holy cannoli. It has been a while since I've had those like brand new bills, and it's funny because I sell teller slips in my shop, and they specifically request from the teller for if they're able to give pretty bills just for the stuffing. And they typically do, but these are just so brand new, and I genuinely feel bad for like the fact that I know I'm gonna have to fold some of them in my wallet. So I don't know, but speaking of my wallet, let's dive right in here. So groceries is empty. I mentioned this. If you guys are interested in seeing like how I budgeted my income this week, I'll do my best to remember to link it up in the cards for you. But I did a budget with me. It went up today that I'm filming this, but it went up yesterday that you're seeing this, Monday. And I mentioned that I had a 20 in here, and I did my very best to not spend it, and I ended up spending it when we went to Sam's Club, and I got a bulk box of like breakfast sandwiches, and I had one this morning and it was pretty good. So I think I made a good call, just so I'm not tempted to like drive through and get like order like drive through fast food breakfast or something. And it should last me like a couple weeks with those sandwiches, hopefully. So that's nice. And I've noticed, I don't know about anyone else, but I've noticed that if I eat a good breakfast, I'm not really super hungry for lunch. Like come lunchtime, I'm just not super hungry. I might have a little snack, but it's more like a good breakfast, a snack, and then dinner. Whereas if I skip breakfast, I'm like really hungry for lunch. So I have a big lunch and then I don't really want to eat dinner. I don't know. Anyway, this is too much. So $50 is going into, oh, so beautiful, going into groceries. So we have 20, 30, 45, and 50. I'm sorry, these are the only fives that I am folding, so don't be mad at me, please. We have $1 left over in miscellaneous, so this will go into our $1 challenge, and we are going to replace it with 5. Some of these are yuck. So 1, 2, no offense, ones, but 3, 4, 5. And I just keep these in here so that I don't have to break a bigger bill from my groceries envelope if I can help it. It's like if something is $5 and change, instead of using a 10, I could use a 5 and a 1. I don't have to put anything towards gas this week because my gas tank is pretty much full, but if I were to, I would be using the Upside app, which gives you cash back every time you get gas, as well as shop at certain restaurants and grocery stores. You'll get extra money back on your first fill up if you sign up using my code. Oh my gosh. Okay, someone just commented and said, you guys, I'm like fangirled so hard. So Emily at the aesthetic dollar, someone just commented and said that they were sent to my channel from her, which is so sweet. But I was watching her video and I had to rewind it just to see if I like heard her correctly, but she did mention my name and said that she watched my content. So, I mean, we've chit-chatted a little bit via comments and on Instagram, but obviously, I mean, who doesn't follow her, right? I'll link her in the description so that on the off chance that you aren't watching her content, you definitely should be. Very aesthetic, very minimal, very just like very pleasing to the eye for sure to watch. But when she said my name, I fangirled just a little bit. But okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I only grab 4? 5 is going into oh, shoot. Never mind. That was silly. I distracted myself. We have 4 ones in here that I set aside from change that I got back from spending from groceries. I keep that in here so that I can help build up my $1 challenge. So there's that. I don't have any receipts. Oh, I do. I put it in the wrong envelope. But I have some receipts to scan into Fetch, which is another rewards app where you take pictures of your paper receipts, and the app will give you points, which you can redeem for gift cards. With the Upside app, I do redeem straight for cash to my bank account. And then for Fetch, I typically go for Amazon gift cards, which if you guys saw my Instagram story, you would know that I have some beef with Amazon right now. I don't understand, but I just wanted to make sure, this is what we're adding in here, that people were aware that this was happening, because I balance my checking account every day. Like, I get to my office at work and I open up my mobile banking and I check it. And I noticed today that my last 2 orders from Amazon, the money was on hold, obviously, because they do a authorization hold, but then it cleared twice in my account. So I was double charged for both of those. And I don't want to ramble because I've already been rambling about a bunch of things, but I was so frustrated because the lady on the phone, it kept trying to tell me that it was, like, at first they were trying to say it was my bank's fault, that they, like, whatever, I don't know. And then eventually they tried to say that it was just the authorization hold that I was seeing, that there's nothing to worry about. And I'm like, okay, well, authorization holds don't clear. They just fall off when you're charged for the actual item. This cleared. They both cleared. I was double charged. So I was charged an extra $50 in total from those 2 orders. And they basically were like, this is a new policy. Like, I said, is this a new thing that you're doing? And they said, yes, that they are charging you when you place the order, and then charging you again when the order ships, and then they refund you within 5 to 7 business days for for the double charge. I have no idea, but they straight up said that that was a new policy that they have. So I just advise anyone, I don't know if it's a glitch in their system or there's something wrong or they're just trying to be shady and whatever it may be, and they're just like covering it up, or she was clearly reading off of a script, so I really don't know. But I just say beware if you're buying on Amazon recently. It's never happened to me before. I've obviously been a member of Amazon for years, and I've always made purchases on Amazon, and I hope that they fix this soon. And it worries me because I do want to continue ordering from them. I just don't want this to keep happening. So just be aware that that is a thing that has happened. My bank told me that they've had multiple calls recently about the same thing. So just keep that in mind. Check your bank statements just to make sure that you weren't double charged. I'm not saying that it's happening to everybody, but it's happened to multiple people, at least in my area. So just beware. Dogs are getting 5. So we have 100, 120, 35, 40, and 145 for the dogs. I'm skipping these two, but car care is getting 5. So we have 1, 2, 50, 300, 320, 40, 50, and 350, 355. Sorry, I got distracted. I thought I was still on the dogs, and I'm like, they don't have that much. 355. Oh, okay, this is too much of a rambling video, you guys, but I have so much to catch you guys up on. I told you in yesterday's video, I don't know if I've mentioned what happened in car care with my brakes, but not my brakes, my battery. Okay, I'm going to be super quick. So I'm so sorry if you don't like the rambling, but I'm feeling chatty right now. So I took my car to get my battery fixed. There was literally nothing wrong with the vehicle in any way, shape, or form, except the battery wouldn't hold for a long time. So I was having to jump it pretty much every time I wanted to drive it. So I took it in, I had the battery swapped, and the moment that I left, my dash display started freaking out. I will try to remember to put a little clip on the screen of what I'm talking about, but it was going bananas, okay? And it had never done that before. And then my engine light was on and my tire pressure light was on, and all these things were happening. And I do understand that sometimes, like when you swap out a battery, like they can come on, like lights can come on or whatever. I get that. But the dash was concerning. So I immediately like turned around, took it back in, and at first they were like, we've never seen this before. That's so weird. And they immediately jumped to, it's not our fault. It's nothing that we did. It's something that the person that replaced the battery did. It must have been like just either really bad timing or you're lying to me. Like they straight up, he is so condescending of a tone. He was like, I'm going to ask you a question now. Has this happened before? Like he was being like treating me like I'm a woman, basically. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. And like, that's literally what it felt like. Right. So I said, I'm like, I had the car for a couple days. I bought the car on Sunday, and this was Wednesday that I took it in. And I said that I'm like, I have only had the car for a few days, but it hasn't had any of these issues. That dash has not glitched like that. And I wasn't even concerned about anything other than the display glitching. And when I took it back, they said that the person who drove it from the parking lot into the garage the first time claims that it was already doing that. So they're trying to say that that was a pre-existing issue and it wasn't their fault. And I'm just like, I literally went to Austin. I'm like, am I crazy? Like this hasn't happened. I would have, and I'm the type of person who like, I would want that to be fixed, obviously. So I would have mentioned that when I got my battery swapped and been like, can you also fix this? Like that's who it wouldn't have made any sense for me to just pretend that wasn't happening and then come back and accuse you of not fixing it. Like that's just ridiculous. So I don't know. It's still doing that. Okay. It does it every single time I turn my car on. They told me that it is common in Fords. And just, yeah, that it's a thing. And basically I need to take it to the Ford dealership to get fixed, who I called, and they said it would be $200 an hour just for the diagnosis. And then on top of that, it's $200 an hour. So it would be another hourly fee for them to fix it. And whatever else they had to do. And they made it clear that the parts to fix that would be really expensive. So I really don't know what's going on. Austin literally took the battery out and reinstalled it himself. And I don't know. And the reason why it was so expensive was because my battery was like in a weird place in the car, basically. So they said that they had to charge me like an extra $130 for like an inconvenient installation fee or whatever, which Austin said was normal, but like, I don't even know. So what I had budgeted for my battery replacement was $150 and it was $350, $360 for them to fix my battery. So this is what I had left. This was supposed to be $600 extra for brakes, and now we have $355. So I'm glad that we still had the money here. That's great, but frustrating, right? Like just frustrating. I don't know. Gifts got 5. So we have 10, 15, 20, and 25 saving up for Mother's Day right now. And Christmas, you guys, so exciting. We are adding 15. So a 10 and a 5. And we are finishing up our Jolly Little Wieners Savings Challenge here. So we have these 3 little weenies left, and they're each worth $5. So we are going to cross those off. And this savings challenge is all completed. So exciting. So as of right now, I'm just going to pop this one in. I have a couple other like Hanukkah savings challenges that I thought about adding in here, but this is the only one I have up on hand. These are my new challenges, and they're not listed right now. I don't think they're going to be listed by the time this video goes up, but they will be. But I have a bunch of different names on here, but they're all custom challenges. So I'm going to make, for Christmas, I'm going to make each little square icon $5. So moving forward, we'll just cross these off as we go. But for now, we have 160 in the bank. 60, 80, 200, 210, 15, 20, and 225. And I know that we have more than that because of my instant transfers through my Ally account for Christmas, but we'll update that placeholder at the end of the month. So household is getting 15. So we have 10, 20, 35, 40, and 45. My pen is being weird. It's not writing very well. That stinks. So that's that. And then we're going to skip right back to bridesmaid. And we're adding $40. So we have 1, 2, 50, 300, 320, 40, 50, and 355. And I definitely need to hurry this one up quite a bit because I'm definitely going to need more money than I think I do for that. So we'll see. But next is my bills for my bills. So mortgage is getting $50. So we have 100, 52, 220, 40, 55, 6, 7, 8, 9, 61, and 62. What? 1, 50, 200, 20, 40, 50, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 61, 2. 262. In mortgage, internet is getting 10. So we have 10, 20, 30, 45, 50, 51, 2, 3, and 54. Electric is getting 30, so we have a 20 and a 10. We have 65 in the bank for our electric buffer. I also mentioned the other day that I thought that my electric bill was $237 this month. I don't know where I got that number because I went online to check today and it still isn't even updated for next month. So I must have completely made that up, but yeah. So as of right now we have 100, 20, 40, and 150. Oh, Yeah, plus the 65. I'm not even going to worry about updating that because the 65 is our buffer for like future payments if it's over 240. But for what we're saving for this month, we have 150. So I'm okay with that. Heat is getting 15. So a 10 and a 5. And we have 20, 30, 40, 50, and 55 for heat. And this is just a variable sinking fund, or long term, I guess, because we have oil and pellet stoves as our heat sources. And right now I think we should be okay. But every time I say that, we end up running out of oil. So maybe I should stop saying that. But water and sewer is getting 10. So we have 175 in the bank, 70, 80, 90, 205, 215, 225, 235, and 240. I do sell these in the bank custom placeholders in my shop where you can customize the amount specifically down to the dollar, and you can reuse them when you update them. Phone is getting 15, so a 10 and a 5, and we have 20, 30, 40, and 45 for my phone bill. Car insurance is getting 15. So we have 375 in the bank. I'm just going to, and then we have 10, 20, 30, 45, and 50 in cash. So we have $425 saved for car insurance. 425. We're skipping wash fill today, but registration, yeah, it is getting 5. So we have 150 in the bank, 55.60, and 165 for my car's registration. And we're skipping flow, but Sam's Club is getting 5. This is not for spending at Sam's Club. This is for my annual membership. So we have 20, 45, 50, and 55 saved for Sam's Club. And that's it for my bills. And next, we are going to go down to my debt. These are my new dashboards from Budget with Amanda. So stinking cute. So Best Buy is getting 75, and that will be all that it has for right now, because we already made a mid-month payment, so this is working on that second half of the month. Care Credit and our credit cards are paid off right now, but my car payment, I'm putting 5, just paying my dad back. So we have 205 in car payment, and student loans is getting 100. So we have 152, 50, 300, 320, 45, and 350 for my student loans. And then paying my brother back today is getting 20. So we have 20, 40, 50, 65, and 70. Look at that. I honestly should replace that with one of the 5s in my wallet, but you already know I'm too lazy. I'm not going to. So that's my debt binder. And then heading over to savings. Manifest is getting $5 today, so we can cross off our first little, I'm going to make each of these worth 5. So I'm just going to put a little heart in each box. So we have 230, I think it's like 239 or something, because I have $2 transfers going into here every week, so we'll update that again at the end of the month. But for right now, we have 235 in the bank. And then 50, 70, 90, 100, 110, 20, and 125. So in total, we have $360 saved for Manifest. New car and garage are getting skipped today, but emergency is getting 5. And Let's just make these worth 5 as well. If we finish it, we can always just keep going or wash it off and start over. So we have 370 in the bank, 370, 85, 95, 400, 405, and 410 in emergency. We're skipping home emergency today, so that is it for my savings binder. But we are going to jump into my yearly savings binder here. So we're doing my monthly savings challenge for 2025. So we're on to April, and we are stuffing $10 in here. I have a link in the description for my whole collection of colorful permanent markers. But the envelopes are available in my shop, and the savings challenges are available in my shop as a digital download if you're interested. So these are supposed to be quick dry, so I think we should be good. But for April, as of right now, we have 10, 20, 35, 40, and 45. So we're only 5 away from finishing this month, which is super exciting. So that is that. Did I say 45? And then we're going to close up my binder here. And we're going to put the rest of this money into my baby binder. I don't have children right now, but I know I definitely want to, and they're going to be expensive. So I am saving up while I can, slowly but surely. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, $12 that we are going to put in here today. So I do have 9 categories, but I'm going to start $1 into clothes and $1 into diapers and wipes. I'm skipping equipment and furniture and extracurricular activities, but I am going to put, let's do $3 into medical, and let's do $1 into first car, $1 into savings, $1 into college fund. We have 4 left, so let's do $1 into emergency. And then let's go back. Okay, let's put one more $1 into medical, and then I'll put $1 into extracurricular activities and equipment and furniture, just for S's and G's. This binder is from Savannah at SavSave. She makes them out of actual storybooks. The pages from those books are what makes the envelopes. She's so freaking creative. It's insane. She sells these on a drop basis. So her Etsy shop and her YouTube channel are linked in the description of every video. So just keep up to date with her content for her next launch. For info on those, I can't obviously link that exact one because they are one of a kind, but she does make them pretty often, I would say. So definitely just keep track of her content for sure. But we have $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 that's going into the $1 savings challenge. So that is what we are looking like so far. If you see bigger bills, it's because I use this to make change and break things if I need those ones. So that's going to wrap up today's cash stuffing, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up. Leave a yellow heart in the comments to show your support for the channel. And of course, subscribe. Check back in on Thursday for our Thankful Thursday Etsy Paycheck cash stuffing. And then I'll do my best to get a budget with me out this weekend. But I know that it is Easter on Sunday, and I may be going away on Saturday. So things might be pre-filmed or here and there. I don't know. We'll see. But at least come back on Thursday for Thankful Thursday. So with all that being said, thank you so much for sticking around with me. And I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day, week, month, year. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.